Hello everyone and welcome back to Age Nagash's channel dedicated to Age of Sigma, and in this video it's going to be another live hobby and chat. And the exciting thing about this video is that I have just got myself a downwards cam, I believe they're called. So essentially what this is a setup so I can use my smartphone to record things on a desk, so I can be building things, all that sort of thing. So it can be a little bit more, shall we say, more traditional, those sort of like how to build videos or just sort of like live hobby and chats, reforgings, things like that. Also unboxings. It's just a way to allow me to do that a lot better. This is the first time I'm doing it, like I say, so if I do make any mistakes, apologies about that. If the camera's slightly off in the wrong area, these are all things that are going to be ironed out, so don't you worry. But the exciting thing about this new setup I've got is I've also got a mount for it, so I can put my iPad on there so I can see if anyone puts anything in the chat or anything like that, like Nozovesha, apologies probably just butchered your name, but hi, so you put that. So this is a new way how I'm going to do it. And also in this video, as you may be able to see, I think you can probably work out we have got something called an Imperial Knight here. So something not really traditionally for me, 40k, I'm definitely an Age of Sigma player. However, I have decided to dive into the universe that is Warhammer 40,000, predominantly still be a Sigma player, but I've just suddenly fallen in love with Imperial Knights. And when I say Imperial Knights, that's the most important thing here, not Chaos Heretic Knights, but Imperial Knights. So I've decided to go into 40k, do that. Also, the nice thing about that is it means I can try out 40k and only have, like, I don't know, up to 10 models with, some knights and then a unit of 5 infantry, just something like that, just to start with, would be a cool way to do it. And so in this video, it's going to be a case of me trying to build this knight. In the process, I'll just get a bit more work done on it lately because I haven't really had too much time to work on it. So that's the idea of doing this video. And this knight is also the first model I am ever going to magnetize. So I will be doing magnetizing later, but this is the first thing I've ever magnetized in my life, in hobby related. So it might sound like really simple, but I absolutely love this. Is amazing. This is so cool. I don't know why I didn't start doing it earlier. I usually do buy a model for each variant you can buy, but for the Imperial Knights there's so many different variants you can get weapons. I'm not that rich, shall we say. So Sam, hi, spoke to you earlier, so it's nice to watch you live. Oh, nice, man. No, you're doing the Wanderers army, aren't you, that we spoke about? You said you're already doing it, and then you saw the what army should I start, how to help that little guide. I did that in that video. That's just the way how I go about how to choose an army. I will say that I have got actually literally no self-control control even deciding what army I'm going to do, just because I think, why not do them all? Like, if someone did once ask me this question, they said, what armies do I play? And I'm like, well, all of them, I suppose. And that is very much why I started to do Imperial Knights. But like I say, this video is like test the video, for the live stuff, for the downwards cam, see how it goes. And then after this video, the next time I do a downwards cam, I've got an exciting project to work on, which will be a channel project. It'll be a model, shall I say, to work on, and it will be very much, I'll be doing it as a series, part of the live streaming, so that'll be all cool to see there. But anyway, let us get on with building this knight. So tell me if you're watching this, are you working on anything tonight? Have you played anything this weekend? What projects you got on the table? Those sort of things be great to hear while I try and work out the instructions. So what I've got for this knight is I got it off Facebook, and unfortunately it didn't come with instructions. So I've got my computer on at the moment that is got the instructions on it, and I am noticing that the camera is shaking a little bit. I think that's probably because I'm accidentally hitting the table, so it's probably my fault with that. And then Sam saying that is going to paint an individual tattoo in each glade guard, all about different flowers. Absolutely, mate. If you want to paint different tattoos on your glade guard, definitely. Can't recommend that enough. Are you going to do face tattoos, are you? Is that how you're going to do it? That'd be awesome. Take a long time, I imagine, but truly be worth it when it's done. Ricky's saying, hey, oh, hi, mate, how you doing? And Noss is saying, I hope you do some Imperial Knights lore stuff review. I enjoy your AOS videos. Thank you very much, man. I plan to, because if I'm honest, I'll be quite ignorant when it came to 40k stuff, and in particular the Imperial Knights. I just thought, oh, they're just part of the army for Space Marines or Imperial Guard. That was literally my thoughts on the subject. Oh, and then I got the Codex, and oh boy, am I wrong. There's so many cool things with the Imperial Knights, and that's really what made me fall in love with them. The whole sort of heraldry they've got about their planets, and you know how the Imperium rediscovered them. And I'd definitely be more part of the Imperium than the Adept Mechanicum. I think the Mechanicum are cool, but I'm more Imperium sort of person. I think lore-wise, and also what's the other thing? I'm also going to have a close ties to a Blood Angel. So the idea is going to be Imperial Knights with a few Blood Angels maybe, or some elite Imperial Guard units like Stormtroopers, Scions, I believe they're called. It is, oh, I can't remember what they're called. Is it Audio? Oh, I can't even remember. They've got so many different broken down copyright friendly names now that it's hard to remember them all. But yes, so I will plan to maybe do that stuff in the future. Like I say, this is a channel dedicated to Age of Sigmar, it most certainly is, but I may branch into some 40k stuff as well, what would be quite cool to do. And the thing what I love about a 40k army with Imperial Knights is just practically everything in your army is Age of Sigmar terms is, you know, like a monster. So if it's like a monster, then you're going to have fun with attacking with everything in your army opposed to just a few things. Okay, so like I said, has anyone been up to stuff in the hobby lately like that? I mean, we've got some tattoos being painted on Glade Guard by the sounds of things, and I'm just going to try and find out what money needs to get built first. Okay, so we've got the head that needs to be due for this Imperial Knight, and like I was saying earlier, this is the first time myself doing some magmatizing, so with this little things, but that for me is absolutely like, you know, I'm a child when it comes to that sort of stuff. If it can spin around, all that sort of thing. I've even bought some lights for the Imperial Knight for its eyes, which I can't wait to show. Having little lights. Obviously, I've never done lighting with models before. You know, actual lighting with batteries and bulbs and all that sort of thing. But hopefully, it'll work out really well. I really had a really nice idea about, you know, using motors to try and make like the miniguns spin around and all that sort of. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we've got lights. I've spent some money on lights, shall we say, already. More money than I probably should. So we've got enough for the knights I've got so far. The knights I have got so far, I've got a Night Warden, which is probably what this one's going to turn out to be. I've got a other Imperial Knight, but with the leftovers I got from the Night Warden kit, I can turn it into a Night Crusader or whatever the combat variant is, because like I say, I want to have close ties to Blood Angels, so I want to make a Death Company Imperial Knight. Not sure that is lore friendly, but you know, I don't know. It could be a mad royal who's in the suit and he just loves Death Company, so that's why his thing's painted up like that. Something like that. And with that would be really, really cool. And yeah, so I look forward to it. But I was thinking about all these crazy ideas I put motors in and all this sort of stuff, but I think just get the first night built, painted, and then let's see where we go with it. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do it. I don't want to go too crazy too quickly. Just see how it goes. Okay, so let's get on with some of this building. Eva's in chat, so hey mate, how you doing? You working on anything at all? Let us know. Just trying to think. The only thing is with knights is that there are so many bloody pieces. I think like 150 bits come with this kit. And it's not bad, obviously, but it's just trying to remember what bits you need and not mix them up, which I have done several times. And that's one of the reasons that it's taken me a long time to get to even where I am so far of the night. Yeah, so that is what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's the interesting thing. But however, like each night is what, like a fifth year army or something like that, I imagine. Would be interesting to start playing with them, to learn just particularly just how to learn how 40k plays really, because it's similar to Age of Sigmar, so I have been told. So hopefully it won't take too long to transfer, not transfer over, but to learn the game system, shall we say, because like I say, Age of Sigmar is still going to be my dominant game system. So my hobby lately, I had a game yesterday. It was part of the local store knockout tournament. I played against a good friend of mine called Jamie, and unfortunately for me and lucky for Jamie, Jamie did manage to win that game. It was Indenef Deepkin, Idenef Deepkin, yeah, that's what they're called, versus Hedonite Sanesh. It was 1500 point game, match play. I had in my list, I had a Keeper of Secrets, I had Shalaxi Hellbane, which is the name character version of the Keeper of Secrets. Not as good, but I put it on my list, and now I can say it's a narrative list for some reason. You know, I can sort of get away with that. So yeah, I had Shalaxi Hellbane, Keeper of Secrets. I then had a Contorted Epitome, so that's the two lovely ladies with the mirror. I then had a Demon Prince Nagash. I had 15 Warriors of Chaos, which are split into 5 different units, and that was my army, and then plan to summon on some rest. So how my army works is the Keeper of Secrets has got the... So it's all God Seekers, and the Keeper of Secrets has got the command trait that's a run and charge. It's got the artifact that makes enemy units not be able to retreat when it's in range of it, and when it so enemies can't retreat in range and they take auto wins, that sort of thing. So my army is exactly a Alpha Strike army. It's a turn 1 Alpha Strike army. It can't deploy right next to the enemy, anything like that, but it just gets there turn 1. It's got the movement. Unfortunately though, with the Deacon, things like I should have really sort of thought about going into fighting them, but I was thinking about other things. Was things like their ships, how they can just block off like in front of half the deployment zone, they can just block off because they just put their ships down. It's a massive footprint. I mean, it's about, what, 3 foot when they put about 2 of those ships down. So there's that. Is it about 3 foot? Something like that. But anyway, so blocked off, so I could only sort of charge 1 Keeper of Secrets in, but I needed to try and wipe out a unit of 6 eels. Charged 1 in to attack. Got turn 1. It parted and attacked twice, but unfortunately only killed like 3 eels, which was not what I wanted. I needed a lot more than that. And then it was going alright. He had his turn. He did some damage to me, but you know, it was tolerable. And then it all came down to winning the priority for turn 2. As he reversed ties, it means he would be able to attack everything first. So I needed to win that in order for me to try and nullify his attacking first with my Sinesh ability to make things fight last in your turn, that sort of thing. However, I was winning any draws because I went first. But I rolled a 1 for my priority roll and he rolled a 5, so that didn't really mean anything. He got turn 2 and everything went horrible. The game was over very quickly. And that was the game, really. But no, it was a fun game. I've learned a lot of it with playing Sinesh, and not to make those mistakes again. But again, it does come down to luck of the dice. I'm not saying that, you know, like I deserved to win it because I was a better player, because I wasn't. Jamie outplayed me. But it does help when you have better... luck with your dice, as everything, of course. However, it's probably a good thing that I got knocked out, and I know that's very easy to say that when you're the loser, but I mean in the sense of, so obviously local store tournament, you need to meet up with other people in the game, your matches, because it's a knockout. You know, if you watch, you know, like the Football World Cup or something like that, how that works, and if you don't watch football, I don't blame you because it's terrible. However, it's like, you know, a knockout tournament. So if I was to win this game, because of work, it's really hard for me to get time off the same time everyone else does. So I'd probably have my next game in about 6 weeks' time. So it's like that's a really long delay onto how the tournament in general, and it wouldn't really be fair of me to do that. I'm not saying that's why I lost. I generally lost because I lost, but it's probably not really a bad thing, to be honest. And it gave me reason to start a new army. Yep, that was the reason. That was a good enough reason. Yeah, if I lost with a army, it's good a reason to start with a new army in a different game system. Yeah, that makes complete sense. What's Eva saying? So, nah, not much. Order to start collecting Clan Pestilence, which comes tomorrow. Are you going to run this Clan Pestilence as Clan Pestilence or as Skaven, or are you going to run them as Nurgle, the Magic King of Nurgle? Let me know that. There's so many different ways you can run Pestilence, and also, you know, Grand Alliance Chaos if you wanted to for some reason. I know there's like a really old compendium unit you want to use, something like that. But no, let me know, because that's the interesting thing I was going to say with Clan Pestilence. You can run them so many different ways. Like I'm reviewing Nurgle at the moment. The Nurgle series is taking age, not as long as what are they called? Oh, what bloody hell? Gloomspite Gets, that's it. Not as long as Gloomspite Gets, that generally took ages. Enjoyed it all, but obviously it did take a while. But the reason why Nurgle was taking a while is just because there's so many different ways you can play them. That's why I did a whole video on, like, I think it's called Magic King of Nurgle, like, Forces. Just because there's so many different armies you can run within that allegiance. It really needed just to be made clear, because, like, I understand it, and I'm sure many of you do. You play an HCV, you know, well, obviously this can go in the Nurgle Allegiance or not, but a lot of new people, you know, it's not daunting, that's not the right word, but it can be quite unsure on what works, because there's so many stuff in that army, but it's not in the book. But you hear like bits and pieces going like, oh, your Plague Monster can go in the Magic King of Nurgle book, and if you're new, you might go, well, I've got the book and they're not in the book, so I don't really understand. Is that how it works? So I just wanted to clarify that a little bit. And then I'm on to the reviewing the units for the Magic King of Nurgle now. Just put up the video at about an hour or so ago. for the Making of Nurgle Watchbringer unit, so that's them all reviewed in that. That's things like, the Glock King, the like Maggot Lord things, the Blight Knights, the Lord of Plagues, all those sorts of things, which are all lovely, jubbly stuff. And then the one after that, so the next video for the Making of Nurgle is going to be Demons of Nurgle, and so yeah, that'll be Demons of Nurgle, and after that is probably going to be Tuckerman's Horde, or Tamakin's Horde, how it's pronounced, as that is the one army that I do have of Nurgle. It's Forge World army, it's quite cool. I haven't played with it, but I like the models. Again, it's a very elite monster-based army, so I do like that. And then the next one I'll probably do is maybe Pestilence. Might look at them. It could be a good one. And then after that, I'm even going to have a look at running a Beasts of Chaos with the Nurgle Magic Kingdom Nurgle Allegiance, because I believe you can do that. As far as I'm aware, if you're allegiant to that god and you put it in that certain battalion, you can do that. So it's another way you can run the army, which is really quite interesting. So Headshot saying you look like you know what you were doing. Well, I'm glad someone thinks that. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, it seems to be going quite well, this. It seems to be a bit... So there's a bit of a dark area here, it's just from the shadow of me. So what next time I'll be doing, I'll be getting some light source coming in from... Is my hand shut up? Yeah, sorry, yes. Get some light force coming in from this side of the table to stop any shadows, that sort of thing, make it a bit better. Also, what would be quite good for this, basically when I'm watching this as well, there is a bit of a delay on my iPad from where we are, because I've only just seen my hand go across. So when I'm doing it, I can have, when I'm reviewing books, all that sort of thing, have the book here, lay it out. I don't know if that's copyright problems or something, if I'm turning pages and you can see how battle plans are on points for units, but other fucking YouTubers do it, don't they? So I don't see what the problem is. So you've got that, and then you've also got things like can't even speak properly, unboxings. So if I get like a new cool model or something like that, or something new, brand new, I'll be unboxing it. Like I have, one of the things I've got is which I could do, I suppose, if you guys are interested. It all depends if you guys are interested, because like I say, I don't want to be making videos that you guys aren't, but I will do an unboxing of this, if you can see it, which is the Apocalypse box for the Imperial Knights, where you get two of the... Okay, I don't know all the names, so we've got the Castellan in here. I know that name for sure. Don't ask me what the other variation's called, because I can't remember. But we also have two Baby Knights, I believe they're called. I think that is their official name. Now, there's two different types of Baby Knights, and Baby Knights are quite cool and quite cute. So yeah, they will definitely, most certainly, be going into the army without fail. So yes, that's how it's going to... Where do you keep them all? Where do I keep all the models? Is that the question? If you ask me where I keep all my collection and stuff, I will give you that answer. Yeah, so there's fucking loads of stuff, ridiculous amounts. Yeah, basically what I do is I hide it. The stuff I'm not working on, I hide, because then it makes me feel better about myself that I'm not starting too many projects, because I can't live with myself if I do too many, so I pretend I don't, I think. Is that an answer? No. So what I've got a cabinet where I put a few of them. I can't really put too many. Yes, I do put them under my bed. I've forgotten the name of the type of bed now, but type of bed, you know, when you can like lift up the frame, you know, like it's got is it Hydron or something, you just lift up the frame and then you can put loads of stuff underneath. I've got one of those beds. Yep, it's under the bed. Got that, put it in boxes, and yeah, try and forget about it. I've got two Crusader Army cases, I'll put stuff in. I've got the Skirmish Games Workshop Army case, and I've got the old bigger Games Workshop Army case, and I've got the small old Games Workshop Army case. So a lot of stuff indeed to hide all my shame pile models. I've got literally, it's ridiculous amount of models I've got that aren't built or painted, but you know, I do this hobby for fun, so I'm not going to let it get me down really. I'm going to do what I want, and yeah, that is incredibly expensive and definitely should be money going towards a mortgage, but can't do everything now, can you? Now, I'm just going to have to fix my glue because it's all gone solid inside. A little tip, don't recommend you guys doing this at home, of course, in case you injure yourself. But if your glue does get clogged up and full and doesn't work anymore, you know, the glue stick, you can just get a lighter and go like this, and it melts the glue that is inside and allows it to, you know, like liquefy or whatever, and then it unclogs it up. Don't recommend you doing that at home, because in case you burn yourself, and I'm not taking any responsibility for that. But yeah, in case you need to. What's this saying? So Sam is saying stores them at his girlfriend's he calls benefits. We don't really try and do that because people don't get too happy when you start doing that sort of thing. I'm sure everyone here knows exactly what I'm talking about. Where if anyone asks, like, is that a new model? You say, nope, that's the old one you've seen. It just looks completely different. I'm not wasting all of our money. So you just say something around that. How much, what's that saying? So, how much you spent on all this so far? Do you mean in Warhammer in general since I started, or Warhammer in general since the start of this year? I'm not too sure which I'm more shameful to tell you the answer to. Or you're asking me how much I spent on the YouTube stuff, because that's a lot of a smaller number. I'm more than happy to tell you that in comparison. So yeah, whilst I'm not looking forward to answering that question, yeah, I mean, like, well, it's the question is everything. Come on, oh mate, I don't fucking keep track. How the fuck am I, man? I can't even count that high, mate. In honesty, in total, well, thousands. I doubt he would know. Even I don't know, mate. I'm asking myself conscious, and it's like it gave up a long time ago. Me wanting to buy models is like it's a two-sided sort of, how do we say it, split personality. So if you look at Gollum and Smeagol, I'm sure you guys have seen Lord of the Rings. If you haven't seen Lord of the Rings, I'm giving you full permission to stop watching this video and go watch Lord of the Rings. So I have got Smeagol and Gollum inside of me, and they interact with each other when I decide, shall I buy a new model? And it's very clear that Smeagol goes, no, we shouldn't, and then Gollum goes, but we wants it, and shall we just say Gollum's more dominant, and he gets what he wants, and I buy new models. So, mate, can I remember? No, thousands though. In general, yeah, easily, mate, be thousands. How much I've spent. But I have, I have bought stuff, have sold stuff. I have managed to sell some things for profit, which is cool, because I spent a long time painting them and stuff. But most things, obviously, like you don't, sometimes you buy things and then you sell it and you don't get what you pay for and all that sort of thing. But yeah, thousand. Too much money, mate. Too much. There you go. That's my answer. Just think of them as an orc. That's 10. Yeah, I do. It's in the tens, mate. It's in the tens. There we go. Not thousands, not many money, but it's definitely over 1,000, should I say. I collect Lego and I've spent at least £15,000 on Lego so far. Is that this year? If that is this year, you've got a problem. No, I'm joking. I've probably... Have I spent £15,000 on Warhammer? No. I haven't spent £15,000. No. I haven't spent £10,000. In total, probably spent about £5,000 on Warhammer in my life. But I took a gap, and since I've been back into it in the last 4 or so years, I've probably spent about 3,000 at least. No less than 3,000, probably 3,000 to 5,000, something like that. If I'm honest, it's not too much money, is it? I mean, if you ask me how much money have I spent on it so far this year, probably about... Don't want to think about it. That is the correct answer for that. I spent loads total of 40... What's that, Samson? I spent loads with a total of £42.50. Is that so far, like, in total? Like, or is that just this year, Sam? But yeah, I didn't realise Lego is that expensive, headshot buy, to be fair, but I imagine there are loads of like movie sets and stuff, aren't there? Like if you got, I don't know, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, all that, I imagine it's Jurassic World. I imagine they do actually add up to quite a bit, don't they? Lord of the Rings, of course, is very important on there. £42.50. Oh, you're the one who's going to be able to buy a house before all of us. We probably already have a house, and that's probably why. Yeah, that's the total. What's Headshot saying? So, if it's your hobby, then I suppose it's cheap. Yeah. If it gives you happiness, mate, just spend the money. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are so dictating on what is sensible to spend money on. Like, I don't know. Well, people who go fishing, for example, will spend crazy amounts of money on fishing rods, something like that. People who do up cars will spend thousands of money on parts and all that sort of thing. People who buy shotguns and do shooting spend thousands of pounds of money on shotguns. People who do football will spend like £60 on a new T-shirt which just came out for their team just because they purely changed their sponsor, because now it says, I don't know, Foster's on a t-shirt instead of Carlsberg. They'll spend £60 for that privilege. And then they'll say that our hobby is incredibly expensive. Our hobby is expensive, but then they'll say that our hobby is incredibly expensive and stupid for how much it costs. Couldn't disagree more than when people make a statement like that. Couldn't disagree more. So spend whatever you want, as long as it makes you happy. At the end of the day, mate, life is pretty shit. So anything that makes you think life is better, spend money on it, then just do it. Sam is saying, yeah, that's a total. Box paints and 2 brushes. That's a total. A box paints and 2. What's the box? Glade Guard, I take it. I like it. Start small, add up. Football match costs £50. Yeah, mate, football match costs £50. You just watch someone kick a ball full of air across some grass, and then someone else kicks that ball across some grass, and then that deserves a round of applause. I generally enjoy watching Warhammer battle reports like 10 times more than watching football. I do watch football when it's like the World Cup or something, like on TV, but I'm from England, so we don't usually get far. We usually get like 1 or 2 games in, and then it's like, okay, let's go down to watch football for another 4 years. And it all works out rather nicely. And Sam's saying, right, gotta get a backgoat witness at my door. Okay, bloody donor card. All right, well, good luck with that, man. Good luck with that, sir. So the tip I gave you about, melting this does not really seem to be working today. For some reason, I don't know why. This is an old one because the new one I got with this glue, I completely managed to lose, didn't I? So I would rather like to get on with building this night, if I'm honest. Because I would quite like to start fucking testing out a game to see if I like the actual Warhammer 40k or not. What is Eve saying? I've never been that big in football, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it turns out this video is just some football, but yeah, football just boring, mate. Never really played it when I was younger. I played it a little bit, I did, at school and all that sort of thing, but wasn't really for me. Rugby's better, rugby's fun, but football, just boring. People just complain that, oh, he pushed me even though it was 10 metres away from me. Foul. Right, well, fucking sort your life out. They get to pay far too much money as well, which really, really does annoy me. More than it should, probably. More than it should. Where in England am I from? I am from Kent, in a town called Ashford in the country... Oh, no, is it the Garden of England, Kent is referred to. And Ashford is a very interesting little place. It's nice little town. It's got an outlet centre, so you can get clothes here for cheap. That's really what we're known for. Yeah, always sort of lived in... got the Eurotunnel as well, coast all the way from London St Pancras all the way through Ashford, stops somewhere else, and then obviously goes on to Europe, which is all good, and it's very handy for that. Kent is it's the gateway to Europe for England and the United Kingdom, so you get a lot of traffic through, all that sort of thing. And yeah, it's not a bad place to live in the country. In my personal opinion, the best place to live in the country. But obviously, I'm going to be biased because it is where I live and it is my home, and where I work, which surprisingly still makes me think it's the best place to live in the UK. So whereabouts is everyone else from who's watching this? I'm sure I've asked you guys, some of you guys, this before, and you've told me. But where is everyone else from? So I always find that interesting. I used to live in Swansea Bridgeworth. Where's that? Is that Saul Bridgeworth? Where is Saul Bridgeworth? Because I've never heard of that. No disrespect, but I've never heard of that. I'm always interested to find out where these places are. But yeah, because I think the amazing thing about Warhammer is just how much I'm getting really annoyed with this fucking glue not working. The amazing thing about Warhammer, I think, is how it unites us all. And okay, that sounded a bit fucking cheesy, but I mean, nice things like how everyone plays Warhammer across the world. Doesn't matter what you call it, race, culture, or whatever you're from. Everyone plays and everyone has a mutual understanding, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I think when the Honest Wargamer who went to Rob and Nathan and stuff, do all the Age of Sigmar stuff, absolutely fantastic channel. When they went to was it CanCon in Australia, they were like funded over there by other hobbyists and all that because they wanted to see them over. And that's absolutely cool. When they're over there, someone's like, oh, I've got a place for you to stay, don't worry about getting a hotel. That is absolutely awesome. Footballers, I don't think they would have the same thing. Like, I don't know, if I said I'm going to the Las Vegas Open, which I'm not because I can't afford it. But if I said I'm going to Las Vegas Open but I can't find any place to stay, I guarantee, and I'm not saying about me, I'm sure if most people ask this, I'm sure there'll be someone nearby who's going to that. And it's like, you can crash at mine, man, something like that. I just think it's really, really cool. And the hobby is an awesome thing to be part of, so don't let anyone get you down or anything like that. So I used to live in Stoke Bridgeworth and then Standard Way. Yeah, I don't know where the Standard Way is. Sorry, mate. Right, so Eve's saying, I used to live in Leeds, but I've moved to the south in Derby. Oh, very nice. What made you move south? The south is nicer, but it is more expensive, isn't it? So what made you move south? Is it job? I imagine it's work, is it? I take it. That's why most people either move south or north. In that case, but yeah, the south is nice. Lived in the south all my life. I've got family in Scotland and all that sort of thing. So I've been up there a fair bit. But the south is where I lived around in the south. I've lived in Kent, Sussex, and Surrey. Kent is definitely the best. Sussex people are too pretentious, I find. But that is that. Harlow, oh, fair one, yeah. No, I know. Yeah, there's so many different places we've got. It's hard to keep track of how ignorant I can be sometimes with that geography. But yes, so fair enough, mate. What is the community like in your area? Is it good? Is that sort of thing? Is it mainly 40k Major Sigma? Fantastic. I've got the fucking glue to work. I'm not going to try not to swear, but I am very happy about this. I can actually get on with building stuff. I think I don't know how far we are into this live stream, but I've been waiting a very long time to actually be able to do something. So that is all good there. Right, okay, so we got that. I actually need to cut off another piece before I can actually crack on this. So we're going to do that now. What piece do we need? We need piece number 40. So number 40. God, there's so many pieces here. Oh, got it. That's fine. Not complaining about how many pieces there are. There's not too many. It's easy to find. Right, so we got that. And yeah, so we've got this going. Also, a reminder for you guys, there is that small giveaway I'm doing for people who live in the UK for subscribers, where you can win like a bunch of small art cards. And also another thing what I can chuck in there now is my Warhammer birthday pins. In case it's something you want, I can put that in there as well. No problems at all. I've managed to get a few of them. Will be cool. It's like a small giveaway, which is a nice way to say appreciation. The only reason why it's UK only is just because if I had to start posting abroad, ends up just costing too much money, where it's like it's not worth it for like a small nice gesture from the channel. It turns into an expensive thing for the channel, and it's just I might as well have done something else. So yeah, that's the reason why. But if you live in the UK, crack onto that video. It's on the spotlight on my page. If you go onto my YouTube page, it's like the first video that comes up, and tells you how to enter. Just put a comment and stuff on it, and lets you know how. And you do that. It's just a nice little way to get something, and I'll be concluding it this week. When am I going to conclude? I don't know. I'll maybe think of it by the time I end this video, but when I'm going to conclude it. But it will be done this week. Okay, so just seeing how this is going to go together. So let's have a little look-see at this to try and get it to work. If I can build this, they will come. Okay, so what is everyone else working on? Because I know we've got Glade Guard going on. I'm sure some of you others are working on something else as well. Cool, so how does this work? It was really nice when you get a brand new mod you haven't worked on, when you actually have instructions for it. When you don't have instructions, you have to revert to some sort of guide online. It's not the easiest thing, especially when it's got 150 pieces. And yeah, good fun. Yeah. Okay, just learning to see how that works, how that goes on. Okay. But yeah, so I'm happy how this camera is turning out so far. Better than I thought it would, in all honesty. So that's cool for me. I think is the camera coming out well on your side? Let me know. As obviously I can only see from what I can see. It's not too well. See you later, Evie. Have a good night, mate. Right, okay, so I think this is how this works, and then this just glues onto. What part does this glue onto? This glues onto there, so that goes on like that. Yeah, that's it. Got it. Fantastic. Cool. That's all done. Got all that. All making sense now. But yes, so another thing that will be happening for myself, I'm going to be going to Warhammer World next weekend. So that's going to be the weekend of the 20th. I'm going to be going there on Saturday and potentially Friday as well. Going there Saturday for the Age of Sigma Open Day. So I don't know if any of you guys are going to that, but should be cool. They're going to be letting you try out what's it called, Warcry, which I'm quite excited for, because a mini skirmish sort of game is going to be good for me because I don't have much time to game these days. So a mini skirmish game where I couldn't play quicker games and that sort of thing is something I'm quite looking forward to. So I'm interested to see if that is as good as they've been advertising. Also the warband, some of them are fucking awesome, so really I'm looking forward to seeing that in the flesh. Will be absolutely awesome. Just to play it, just to say, oh, the game's really cool, or the game's really not cool and not worth like the £90 or how much it's going to cost. So yeah, the warbands I do like though. There's the snake one. It's the Splinterfang. It's called. That's really cool and goes with my Sinesh themed army really nicely with the Greek theme it's got going on. So yes, I do like that. Indeed, it would be cool. Also, if you guys are going to Warhammer for any reason, let me know. I'm sure to say hello, that sort of stuff. Would be awesome. Last time I went to Warhammer World, met a lovely guy called Martin who watches the channel. It's really great to meet him and his Death Arm, which I believe was Legion of Blood, left by Neferata, a Vampire Zombie Dragon, and a Coven Throne. And I do not have a lot of glue left in here, which is very annoying. I spent all that time trying to make it come out, and there's not a lot in there. Well, it's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? I think, to be honest, if I have to be honest, and I do have to be, I think that's the way how this is going to go. But yeah, not to worry too much. So yeah, I've got this. But yeah, is there anything you guys are looking forward to? It's going to be released for Age of Sigma. So anything you guys would like me to try and focus on? Because there's going to be, you know, whatever you want to call them, Warhammer celebrities or something there, you know, like Duncan and stuff. I've been told he's going to be there and stuff. So if I manage to speak to them and you want me to ask any questions, let me know what those are before I go up there, and then I can ask him these questions that you guys might have for Duncan, or not even just Duncan, but just, you know, heavy metal painters or lore, you know, writers and all those sorts of things. Will be really cool to meet them. Or if you guys want me to take any pictures specifically of any dioramas they have in the exhibition centre, because I know they have some new ones since I last went up there anyway. Just let me know, and then we'll get that sorted for you and get those pictures and ask those questions. Would be really cool. So who of you here plays 40k? Are you guys just play Age of Sigma, or is it just or do you play, you know, 40k and Age of Sigma? So I think that's interesting, because I say look at you guys, I mean, I presume that most of you guys just play Age of Sigma. That's why you watch the channel, because I don't really cover anything 40k on the channel. But it's generally really quite interesting to know if you play multiple systems, because a lot of people do, which I found out, because there's like a lot of people in my store, like when I said I'm doing Imperial Knights, I was really hoping that there was like a Chaos Knight player in the store, and then I found out there was one, and then another person who's a mate of mine, a guy called Wayne, lovely fella, has decided to do Imperial Knights, like Chaos, sorry, not Imperial Knights, oh, how dare he claim that, I mean Chaos Knights, so traitors, obviously heresy, all that sort of heretics, and he's going to do that just because I'm doing my Imperial Knights, and that means that we can have like knight on knight battles, like me trying to do everything for honour and glory, and whilst he's just doing everything for his self-centered reasons, for his traitor knights. And yeah, we've got that. And then there's another person, a guy from the store, again, good person, who's doing Chaos Knights. So I'm just going to build my Imperial Knights to take on Chaos Knights, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. What's Tetra saying? So you have a lot of videos on YouTube. Yeah, quite a few. Been doing this for over a year now. Yeah, it's been a long time, to be fair. I mean, I've got over 100, I know that. Loads. Basically, the reason why I started off, in case any of you guys sort of like new subscribers and that, I've talked about this before. The reason I started off doing YouTube is because when I was building my Death army, I wanted to watch something about Death on YouTube. Obviously, okay, about Death, that's not right. About Nagash and the lore of Death in Age of Sigma, more appropriate way put. I wanted to watch something like that when I was building my skeletons, all these sort of things. I wanted to know, oh, what's like the lore behind skeletons Age of Sigma, and type them to YouTube. And then back then, like nothing came up, and I was like, oh, that's annoying. Well, what's the lore behind I don't know, another thing, you know, what was I building? I think like a vampire and zombie dragon, something like that. I was like, oh, cool, I want to find out, you know, stuff like that. You know, watch like I don't know, 40-minute long video while I'm building it. Again, nothing came up. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see what I can do with YouTube. Never done anything like it before, so probably won't go well. Probably put off some videos, never get any subscribers, that sort of thing, and then like just give up on it. That's what I thought. That's what I thought was going to happen. But I put up. I think the first video I put was like how to get into Age of Sigma. Where I had a different name for the channel. I think it's -4 Rend it was called, that sort of thing. And then I did that. And then I didn't do anything again for like 6 months, a year, something like that. I think it was like a year later, because things got in the way, all that sort of thing. And then I started doing another video. I did another video, and that was Lore for Death Rattle, I believe it was. So skeletons and all that sort of thing, and White Kings and stuff. And again, this is all before the Legions and the Nagash Battle Tank came out, so there's really no sort of lore out there. And but I managed to find the bits I could and put them together. So I did those sort of videos, and then built it up, and then did like units and stuff, and then not too long after that, a few months later, Legions of the Nagash Battle Tome came out, and that did a massive favour for me. By then I had like a few subscribers, absolutely fantastic. When I had my first subscriber, I thought absolutely amazing, couldn't believe it. And then it keeps on growing and growing, and really, really nicely, and to a massive support to you guys who managed to support the channel, all that sort of thing. Even like I say, I've got a Patreon account and all that sort of thing. You can go in there and donate money to the channel and stuff. But just literally subscribing and watching the videos, then massively liking them and commenting, that really does help. Even just watching them just to get the views really does massively support the channel, and I honestly can't thank you guys enough for it, because I never thought I'd be to the point where I am now, where I'm over like 1,400 subscribers, I think. It's absolutely amazing. Like I've been all the time I've been recording this in my room. My first like videos I did, which probably like the first quarter videos I did, all recorded on my old iPhone. I think it was like iPhone 5 or something. Really bad quality, all that sort of thing. Well, not really bad quality, but the sound quality's not as good. And so when I did all the editing on my phone as well, and uploaded that way. And now I'm got a computer, so I haven't got a camera computer or anything, but I can record on my phone. Sorry, not record on my phone. Record on the Audacity, which is a free recording app. You get for, well, I say app. Program you can get for your computer, and record on that, and then I literally just use Windows Pictures to make the videos. That's it, because I don't know if you guys know of any good programs used for movie makers and stuff, let me know and I'll do that instead. But at the moment I just use Windows like Photos, whatever it's called, and yeah, you make videos and that's quite cool. That's how I do it. And now today, you know, I've got a downwards cam, as you can see, which is absolutely awesome. I think it's awesome. I'm really, really happy with getting that, and it just feels a bit like the next step of the channel, which is absolutely awesome. And just by being able to do a live stream, and I've got you know 5 or so many people watching this, which is absolutely awesome. Just to know that people enjoy the content I put up. I never have done YouTube to make any money, anything like that. I've always done it because, like I say, firstly, I did YouTube because I wanted there to be more content for deaf players and stuff for Age of Sigma on YouTube. That's why I did it, and it's grown from there. And the more common thing I do now for the channel is the Age of Sigma Army Archive, which is I like to think like my own thing I came up with. Loads of people have obviously reviewed different units and armies before, and they do a really good job of it, other YouTubers, but I wanted to, you know what, review every single unit and model there is in the game, and that is my goal to do. And I'm going through it, I'm doing it slowly but surely, because by the time it's done I'll have every, like I say, model and unit reviewed, and it's not just like a quick thing like I spend like 30 seconds going, yeah, these are right, they're alright, give them this weapon, they cost this many points, I don't know, they're better in bigger units, right, on to the next thing. I spend at least 4 minutes reviewing each thing. I think roughly that's probably fair. Sometimes I review things for like 10 minutes. You know, my Flesh Eater Courts, each thing's got its own bloody video. Because I wanted to be the person, it's like I say, other fantastic YouTubers out there, can't fault them at all, do a fantastic job. but I was insistent on being the person who spent the longest time in Flesh Eater Courts, because that was my favourite army until they ruined them by making them too powerful. And I insisted on doing that, and I've probably got the most death videos as well on YouTube. I'd like to claim, I probably haven't, but I like to claim that. But yeah, so that's why I did it. Like I say, I didn't do it for money or anything like that. I obviously don't make money and stuff on it now, but the people who do support the channel do a fantastic job and help towards getting things like this downwards cam, and saving up towards other things like battle times. All that do a fantastic job. Really, really, like I say, can't thank those guys enough. And even just you guys for watching. But anyway, so that's a long thing going off about talking about YouTube, how it started. But the other thing, if you guys ever want to start YouTube, you think like you can't do it for any reason, like I say, I started recording mine on a really old iPhone. That's how I started, and here we are now. Which I'm not saying like I've made it and stuff, but I'm really happy with how the channel has grown. So if you guys ever want to do it, definitely do it. If you guys want any help with anything, or you want to come on a video of me, you guys ever want to do a joint video or something and have like a chat and talk about your hobby and all that sort of thing, be more than happy to do that. Especially if you want to start your own channel, I'll be more than happy to help you guys out, because it is quite hard at the start to just get 10 subscribers. So yeah, it's absolutely awesome, because obviously the other fantastic YouTubers out there, they're really big channels. As soon as you type in, I don't know, let's say when I started, if I did like a video on direwolves as an example, I would like name it like I don't know, Age of Sigma, Death, direwolves, something like that, and then if you were to type that into YouTube, the first thing that would come up would be like a battle report for like Medieval Wargaming, which had Death in it, even though it didn't specify direwolves, because there's obviously the massive channels out there. Like I said, do a fantastic job, but it makes it quite hard for the small channels. So if you ever wanted any help like that, just ask me and I'll be more than happy to help you guys. But anyway, so if you guys have interest in stuff, like obviously let me know in the chat and all that sort of thing, and I'll be more than happy to help you out with that. And Headshot was saying, me just started streaming, new to this. What's that? You stream your own videos, is it, mate? Sorry, I've only just looked at the chat. Is that you streaming your own videos for your own channel? Or is that you referring to this? Right, okay, so Sam's saying, hey, I'm back, can stay till the police, what? can till the police come. Have you spoke about Warcry yet? If not, what's your thoughts? Okay, Warcry, I did mention it, yeah. So essentially a Warcry, I'm excited for it. I'm going to the Age of Sigmar Open Day this weekend coming, and that is where they're going to let you try Warcry for the first time. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. Some warbands I like more than others, looks-wise, because they don't have the rules I like at all. There's no warband which I don't like, which is unusual. Usually there's one or two things that I don't like. The Iron Golems are a bit clunky with their armour, but apart from that, they've grown on me as well. So there's nothing that I don't really like. For me though, my favourite one out of all of them is definitely the Splinter Fang, which are the snake ones. They are fantastic. They're going to fit straight into my Greek theme Slanesh army, and I can't wait to buy them really. On that note, also Warcry for me, because I'm looking forward to playing like smaller battle games, mainly because I don't have the time really to play these huge battle games. I do every so often, but with work it's really quite hard. So playing like skirmish games could be really cool. So I'm really looking forward to trying it out and seeing if the rules are good, because they have been advertising this so much, so hopefully the rules will live up to the hype they've made for it. If the rules don't live up to the hype and it's a terrible game system, and there are rules for those models in Age of Sigmar, but the rules are going to be bad because Shadespire rules are bad for the Shadespire warbands in Age of Sigmar. They're not really worth taking. Some of them are alright, but not really. Even if that is the case and it's all bad apart from the models, the important thing there is that the models are new human models we have for Age of Sigmar, new mortals that we have for Age of Sigmar. We always get, like demons or mythical creatures, which are cool, but it's nice just to see humans, just to see how we would be in that age. So if anything, it just gives you more conversion possibilities. And I don't know, if you're doing Marauders, you've got a bunch of new Marauder units in the Bestial warband, have you? So Headshot saying, my own, when I get time, my subs are slowly going up, takes time. But yeah, mate, it really does take time building up subs. Well, like I say, thanks to all you guys, because you're hopefully subscribers. It does take time, mate. You just got to keep at it. That's how it works. What videos you do? Is it on Warhammer, mate? Is it? Or is it on something else? because obviously if it's Warhammer related or it's something else, hobby, that sort of thing, our market's quite niche, to be honest. Niche because there's only a few very selected people who are, intelligent enough and brilliant enough to recognise how good the hobby is. Obviously, that's why it's niche. But yeah, it can be. So what is it? Is it Warhammer? Is it Lego or something like that? Right, and then Sam's saying, yeah, like the look of them too, if not to be the Raven ones, whatever they call. Yeah, Ravens are my second favourite for sure. I knew, yeah, I thought you were going to say that. Ravens are, I'm going to call them Ravens because I don't know what they're actually called. Forgotten them. But I quite like the Sentinel ones as well. That's definitely not what they're called. The latest warband they revealed, the ones that are in the realm of light. I think they're very cool. Sort of a Internet Deepkin feel to them. You've also got the one that looks like a scarecrow. The ones that pain is their agony is their gift. They're saying is they're like Sineshi looking ones. So yeah, those ones are cool as well for me. The beasts, a lot of them I do like, but if it went in order of like I don't know the top three, for me it would be the snake ones, the raven ones, and then the Sineshi ones with the was it agony's their gift, the ones that looks like a scarecrow, which that one's pose is a little bit off, but the other ones are quite cool. They're flinging the chains and stuff. Bestial ones are cool as well. But yeah, Warcry, I'm excited for. Not overly excited. Well, I think some people are because I'm not. I am an optimistic person, but I'm a realist as well. I'm not going to get too excited for it because it's probably going to be a massive letdown. As they're like little. One thing I didn't like about Warcry is they're hinting that there was going to be other warbands for other different armies. I'm not saying they needed to do that, but because they hinted it, I was really looking forward to seeing what. Imagine like a Blood Knights on foot warband, or like Achilleans on foot. For the deep, just all that, or like a dwarf. All these things that could have been really, really cool, and they've got all those like images we showed to sort of basically hint that there's more warbands coming for non-chaos armies. Yeah, they're just cards. They're not warbands, and I was just like, fuck you. You fucking bastard for building my hype up for those warbands. That was a massive letdown. Also, Warcry is probably going to cost you about like £90, so it is expensive. A price has not came out at the time of this recording for Warcry, but it's probably going to be around £90 like they usually are. You get really, really cool scenery. That's another thing. The scenery's cool, and also the creatures you get are awesome. The Furies and the bird, dog, lion type creatures. However, I would like you to get more than just 3 poses for those monsters because you get 6 of them, but you only get 3 poses. They could have put a little bit more effort in just to make each one a different pose. In all honesty, that's what I think. But nonetheless, they didn't. But the scenery is really cool. It's very dynamic, that sort of thing. So yeah, am I saying are you going to get your money's worth for it? If you really want to invest into the game, I would watch a review first though before you buy it, because it's not like. It's not like these other big boxes like, I don't know, Blight War, Soul War, Dark Imperium, Dark Vengeance, I think was the other 40k one. These sort of things, the Age of Sigmar box set. Because it's not like, I don't like the game that's within this box, but I'm going to use some of the models for playing the normal game. It's a bit harder to do that with Warcry, but you can use the scenery and warbands, conversions and whatnot, so yeah, it's not too bad. So, Corvus Cable are the Ravens, probably pronounced that horrifically, but that's cool. 7-inch ruler now. Ruler, how helpful. Yep, that's cool. 7-inch, well, yeah, 7-inch ruler. Oh, fucking hell, you've got a Nurgle army, mate, because I know so much, because I've read those Nurgles inside out now. That's amazing. I'd almost buy that box just for the ruler if I had a Nurgle army. So, no, that's cool. That's good. Yeah, I'm not going to say I'm privileged, because I'm not, because obviously I paid for the ticket and stuff, but I'm looking forward to. I'm quite lucky, but I managed to get a ticket for the Warhammer Open Day. I think the ticket's still available anyway, in case anyone wanted to go. And the reason why I'm happy that I have got that ticket is because it means that I can test that Warcry before I buy it. I'm going to test it on the day it comes in pre-order. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and they're in full well before I actually buy it. Because like I said, I've got loads of stuff at the moment. I don't need to buy anything that It's not that I don't need, obviously I buy a lot of stuff that I don't need, but I don't want to buy anything that I'm not going to enjoy. I see no point in doing that or whatsoever, in all honesty. Yeah, so that is how I feel about that, about Warcry. What are your thoughts about Warcry? Is anyone else excited for it? Is anyone else, optimistic, not optimistic, not really caring about it? let me know as well. It's always interesting to hear that, your guys' thoughts and stuff. Because if you guys are interested, maybe there's something you want me to cover, do a video on. Because the stuff I do video on, guys, obviously it's tailored for the people who watch it. So if it's a lot easier when people let me know what you want videos on, rather than me just taking a shot in the dark, spending loads of time doing something, and then you guys you may not find it interesting, which is, you know, it's obviously annoying because I would have rather spent time doing something else. But if you guys do find it interesting, then fantastic. But it's much rather me know that before doing these videos than the other way around. It's not that I do think that's generally how it is better. But yes, so that's that. Yeah, Warcry, hopefully it'll be good. That's the only thing I really say about it. I don't want to be too optimistic because Games Workshop has already, well, they already annoyed me saying about Warcry because they've gone, oh yeah, Warcry, right, yeah, about that. Yeah, those other warbands, yeah, they're not a thing, but yeah. It's like, what do you mean, but yeah? It's like, yeah. It's like, no, don't give me that shitty excuse. You promised me these other warbands, you just didn't put it in writing. Which is annoying. They put it in pictures, which is it's so bloody irritating. They made you think it was going to be that. And then, obviously, it wasn't. Which is, yeah, annoying, isn't it, at the end of the day? But, you know, I'm not going to whine too much about it, because there is no point in whining, because Games Workshop does not care one bit. As soon as they got your lovely money, they do not care at all. Which is obviously standard for them. And yeah, oh, tired. But yeah, so it will be cool to see. But yeah, like I say, what are you guys' thoughts on it? All that sort of thing. Interested to hear. And also, like other content stuff, would you guys be interested if I covered for any 40k, that sort of thing? That'd be something you would like me to do. Obviously, predominantly Age of Sigma, but I've no harm in talking a little bit about the future and how great the Imperium is compared to the traitor Chaos Scum. So yes, obviously wouldn't be biased at all. You know, the Emperor wouldn't allow for that. So yeah, that's fine. And so the reason why I'm doing this a bit slowly is because, like I say, this is magnetized. There is, I've got to stop banging the table. Keep checking that. But no, this is magnetized. Also, I'm putting lights in here, so I've got to basically its head is going to have eyes. So I've got to try and put the lights in there so it works. So I don't want to get carried away and put it all together and stuff before I know how it's going to work. So that's why this is taking a little bit of time. Like I said, this video is mainly just for trying out this downwards cam, which is, I think, really cool. Rather than going, right, okay, this is how everything's going to be, you know, get loads of progress done. This is more talking, I think, in this sort of video than, you know, hobby progress. To be honest, that happens a lot in these sort of videos because, yeah, it's quite hard to actually do it. But, yeah, that's fine. But I'm going to, I realised that the videos, some of late have been a bit slow to upload them and do them. It's because work's just been really busy. Like the other day I did about 19 hours or 17, was it 19 hours, yeah? Now you got paid for 10 of them. And yeah, just massively rushed and stuff, so I haven't had any time to do it. I did do the interest video, I think, was it 2 videos ago or something? What was the What is Age of Sigma one, where it's just a bit of a laugh. If you guys haven't seen that, and you do like Age of Sigma or you don't like Age of Sigma, or you're new to it, you know, anything, and you want, you know, a bit of a laugh, go check that out. Because it was quite a bit of a light-hearted way to look at Age of Sigma and how it doesn't really make any sense. But the lore's still good, and I do like Age of Sigma, but it's a little bit contradictory and involves a space dragon, which is cool. It's got a really nice detailed hand drawing of what I believe a space dragon does look like. So go check that out for sure if you'd like to. Sam saying, hope someone with OCD watching this, they would be having a heart attack with your table layout. Yes, so, my table, let me talk you through the table layout. So, we have all the paints that are pushed back into the corner over here. They go so deep in there, I don't know what's even there. It's a mystery to both you and me. We also have many things up here, just to make people even more annoyed. We've got like a knife scattered here, we've got, you know, glue, we've got bits of plastic, part of the night, we've got Age of Sigma scenery over there, we've got brush soap, we've got the model, we've got the, we've got paint all over the place. We've got all sorts of things going on. And the one thing I can say about this is that, yep, it's not the most tidiest, but it's not the most messiest this has ever been. Believe it or not, I did tidy it up a little bit before doing this. So, yeah. Yeah, this case, but this has been with me for, like, this wooden structure It's original Games Workshop hobby, space or stand or table, whatever they used to call it. That's been with me for probably at least like 10 years. No, fuck, actually, no, to be fair, probably more like 14 years, 15 years, something like that. And it stayed with me through thick and thin. And I'm very, very happy with that. And it's earned its money back, which is something you can't always say for Games Workshop. But no, it will be cool to see with that. Right, okay, so how are these lights going to work? So I'm just going to open them up and stuff and see how I plan to do this. Because how big are the lights? Rather than just bloody sitting there and thinking about it, how is this actually going to work? So they are green lights for the eyes, because the house I'm going for is based on House Morton, which is lives in a world shrouded by darkness and hunts down creatures so they can survive, because these creatures live in the dark. If you've ever seen Riddick, that is basically what this planet is like. And obviously the knights need night vision to be able to do that. So we're just going to see. So we have. Okay, these are the single bulb ones. So I just need to put that back. I've got different types of lights. So we've got ones with a big castellan, or like I'm going to Warhammer World. So when I go to Warhammer World, I'm absolutely not going to be tempted to buy a big Forge World Knight. That's absolutely not going to happen. I won't do that. I have stronger willpower to not do that. And also, the main thing why I can't do that or won't do that is mainly because of the financial reasons. Because those Titans are quite expensive, ridiculously expensive. Just crazy, insane Titans. And I mean, I have bought an expensive model from Forge World before, but we don't really talk about that because it's still in its box. It's still nicely secure and safe in its box, and that is the main thing. Right, okay, so let's see, firstly, if I bought the right batteries. I haven't bought the right batteries, I'm going to be very annoyed because I have to buy these on bloody Amazon. So let us find out. So we've got the Amazon box right here, and that sounds probably really unprofessional for this. However, let us have a look at this then. Get the house lights on, let's have a look at you, and this case indeed. So, get the hobby knife. And let's have a look. So yeah, apologies that there hasn't been like loads of progress on building this stuff in this video, but that was never really going to happen, if I'm honest. This is more of a case of just seeing how I can, like I say, I haven't magnetized before, haven't obviously done anything like putting lights in the model. That's an absolutely crazy idea. I know those people do it, it's not original or anything, but for me, it's just like, if it works, it's like the next step forward. So personally, like really, really happy if it works out. But I've got to see if it's going to work first before I do this. Let's see. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's working, which is a massive shame, because that's annoying. Does it not work? Oh, or have I put it in the wrong way? I may have put it in the wrong way, so just bear with me. God, this is certainly embarrassing, isn't it? How is this going to work? So the company I bought these lights from, they used to supply them with the battery already inside, and then there was like, for Royal Mail reasons, they can't do that anymore, which is a massive shame. But yeah, I'm hoping I haven't fucked this light up. I'm really, really hoping I haven't buggered this up. Fuck, I think I might have ruined this light. But that's okay. That's fine. That's cool. You know, that's obviously not cost me a bunch of money. Fuck. Okay, so I'm going to have to try and fix this later. I'm going to blame it on heresy, obviously, for some reason. Or probably blame it on Sigma. Yeah, Sigma's fault. Bloody Sigma. Oh no, it's work. Nagash has saved me. Nagash has saved me once again. Okay, so let's see if... Oh, yes, it works. Cool. Awesome. I thought I wasted a bunch of money because these lights are really expensive. Cool. So, I mean, I can't seem to be able to switch them off, but that as long as they work, that's fine. So these are the lights. So these are what are going to go into the eyes of the knight. Obviously, I can twist them around and stuff to make them go where I need them to. But no, so quite happy with that. So obviously, you know, there's the knight, and it's going to have his eyes, and it's going to be the lights coming out. So that'd be cool to see. Sam saying time to send one battery at a time to Mr. Nagash. So You love the effort. Yes, I would. Actually, I'll take all your batteries. I'll take all your lights as well because they're very expensive. But no, so that's cool. That's all right. Is the camera has it frozen? Oh god, another light. Is the live stream stopped working? Let's have a look. Has it stopped working? No, I think it's fine. But because like I said, my camera, I'm watching this on the iPad, is a bit delayed, so I'm going to go like that. And if I can see that come up shortly, then it's fine. I just haven't seen the thing where the lights come up yet. That's really cool. Yeah, okay, the camera's working. That's fine. Awesome. Yeah, it's fine. Bounce back. Yeah, did it not work? Yeah, thought it didn't work. Yeah, so these are the lights. In case you guys haven't seen it, in case that didn't come on, which is cool. And yeah, can't wait to see that. Aaron saying, hi, my name is Nick. I'm new. Hi, Aaron. How you doing, mate? Where are you watching from? Is that the Statue of Liberty in your picture that I can work out there? Where are you watching this from? Are you doing any hobby? Please let me know. In this video, we're looking at building a pyronite that I've already spent the last hour building its head, halfway built, not even complete. But that's for a very important reason because we'll put lights in, all that sort of thing. Maybe another video, see how far we get. And yes, all that sort of thing. And then Sister saying, so that's a Chaos Knight coming along, right? No, it's not a Chaos Knight. It is a bloody pyronite, not Chaos. Chaos is not heretic, it's an Imperial. How dare you say, how fucking dare you? Sorry, it's not a Chaos Knight, it's a traditional Imperial Knight. It's not a traitor, it is a loyalist. Happy? No, it's not going to be a traitor knight, is it? I mean, like, the Imperium's the one way forward, you know, and just so you know, I'm not being sarcastic, it is not a traitor knight, because traitors are scum. Yes, that's correct. Yes, they are scum. Yes, very much indeed. Just the legs he wants to stomp. Yeah, it's. I would like the Chaos legs, if I'm honest, but that's it. The only good thing I say about Chaos Knights is I like their legs, but that's fine. I plan to have many knights, so we'll see. Right, okay. So having to see how this is going to work. So it's the first time working with any magnets or lights, so learning curve. Because I thought if you see these little dots here, I thought that's like where the eyes are going to be, but it's not because this slots in there, so the eyes are going to be there, which means that do I need to drill all the way through to? Oh, fucking hell, this is going to take ages. I'm really, really happy I decided to do this. Really happy. But the good news is I've got the light switch to. I was going to say I've got the light switch to work, but obviously it's not working. God, this is really not gone well. But that's fine. That's okay there. That's absolutely acceptable. Bloody hell, yeah. This has been interesting. But the downwards cam has been working, apart from I keep on kicking the table and making it shake. So, has been work. Everything's worked in this video, apart from human error. So that's more than okay. And I'm strangely okay with that, like I say. Right, so I'm going to... Right, okay, I need to get the helmet, because I need to see how much space I've got around there, if I can put them... Feed the lights around that, because obviously you can see how they're wide and stuff. I do want to turn this off though, because I don't want to waste all the battery. Do I get there? Cool, awesome. That's got the lights off. And the head, we're going to go for this head, because this night I want to have charging forward, I think. So this is going to be the combat one. And so if it is the combat one, I want it to have the right sort of head. This looks more combat orientated, or is this not going to be the combat one? Oh, decisions. Do I make it the combat one or not? God, life is full of questions, isn't it? Oh, I was going to make it the combat one, but now I'm like, is it best to make this the Warden instead? Is it? Questions upon questions. Bugger. No, I won't make this the combat one. I'll make this sort of an all-rounder so I get a more flavour with how the Knight Army is going to play. Rather than just making it one specific role, which would sort of cloud my judgment. So cool, we're going to go for this head here, sort of more traditional Crusader Knight head. because, you know, they're not traded scum, so they are cooler. Not even going to back up the argument, I'm just going to leave it at that. So yes, that's why that is the case. See how we get on with this. Like I said, the reason I'm not going to cut off here, you know, there's another peeking I'm going to do, but the other thing is gluing that onto that. That's the head. But I want to see how this is going to work for the purpose of lighting reasons. Right, so this goes on there. Yep. Ooh, does not get. Oh no, you can't feed anything through really. Yes, it's going to need to be drilled in through the eyes. Yeah, that's fine, isn't it? That's just going to have to happen. Okay, so we'll do that now. Change the drill piece over. See how that goes. Get the big drill. You know, it's going to require the drill, the heavy drill, for this heresy. So we're just going to get that. If anything doesn't go well, anything like that, I'm fan-bloody-tastic at that rate. So yeah, what's not to like? Okay, so let us unscrew this. Put that in here. If anyone has just joined, we are building a Imperial Knight. Very important difference there is Imperial, not a Chaos Knight. We'll have to make this clear at some point. For what more reason for heresy do you need than that? Yeah, well, heresy's bad, man. You don't have to. Right, if anyone wants to question why I'm doing a Nagash army for Age of Sigmar, it's a different game system. I can be two different people. I can be one person in one game system, another person in another. If I'm honest, I just really like the lore for the Imperial stuff. That's why I do it. Also, you know, the Chaos stuff is scum, so there is that as well. Yeah, that's enough of a reason really that I'm going to give you and justify my argument. Chaos stuff is also like Primaris Marines are just really cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, and someone who doesn't own any Space Marines, I don't have to worry about like, oh well, they're not gonna make my own Space Marines that get out of proportion. I don't have to worry about that. I just can get Primaris Marines. I do want to get Stormtroopers and stuff first and Scions stuff because I think they would be absolutely awesome. I think Scions are Stormtroopers, aren't they? Scions just the new name for them. Stormtroopers, obviously, you cannot copyright that name for obvious reasons because of a popular films series that came out. Yes, so there is that. What is anyone working on anything at the moment, like that sort of thing, rather than me just talking about how that's actually gone quite well, to be fair. I'm happy with that. Is anyone else working on any hobby right now, or is everyone just watching this? I'm sure you guys are working on some things. Is anyone working on an Imperial Knight? If you're working on a Chaos Knight, then I suppose you can tell me, but won't make me happy in the slightest. Might make me a bit more happier than if you said you're working on Stormcast. Bloody hell, I hate those things. Hate Stormcast. Hate them to pieces. They've caused me so many problems, not just in the hobby, but in life in general. Any problem I have, I blame on Stormcast when I'm working on Sigma stuff. Any problem I have in 40k, I'm just going to blame on Heretics. I think that's the way forward. I think that's quite an adult way to look at things as well. That's how I'd look at things, if I'm honest. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And all of that. So like I say, in my latest, I say latest, I mean in the video I did about Age of Sigmar lore, saying what is Age of Sigmar, I may have compared, you know, if you say you haven't watched it, go check that out, because I may have compared Stormcast to Nazis. I stand by that statement. I stand by Sigmar being more like Hitler than a good leader. And yeah, don't take that back at all. So if you agree with those thoughts, go and check out that video. Yeah, bloody hell, I hate drilling. It takes absolutely fucking ages, isn't it? Especially like this. It doesn't look. It's quite in depth. Quite wide, this head. So gotta keep on drilling and not regret that I've chose to put lats into my robots. Absolutely not. All Demon Engine Army with Chaos Knight, Dark Mechanic. No, I can make me feel sick. Yeah, not impressed. Sis, not impressed one little bit. Not happy with that. Should be ashamed of yourself. Should be ashamed. Traitor scum. Look, all I'm saying is that there are more cool memes on Facebook for Imperial stuff than Chaos stuff, and I think with that alone, that is enough. No, an all Demon Engine Army, yeah, okay. If I'm honest, that does sound quite cool. Like, I'm going to be put some dead Chaos stuff in the bases for my Knights, and so I'm getting half the half the Shadow Spear box set the Chaos half needs for basing, and to be honest, when I was looking at the stuff, I was like, that is quite cool, to be fair, the Chaos stuff. Yeah, it is nice. to be fair. So it does sound like a nice army you got there. Have you got the? I don't even know like the names of them stuff, maybe. Have you got the new Chaos Demon Engine? When I say new, it probably came out quite a few months ago, but it's like the creature with it's got the guy right on top of it. Came out after the Shadow Spear stuff. Not long after that. Can't remember the name of it. That was cool. You know, if I take my way from Imperial stuff, that was pretty cool to see. You going with any specific god in mind, or colour scheme, anything like that, or is it the Black Legion? Black Legion colour scheme is good, but well, I suppose it's the same with all colour schemes to do with Chaos, isn't it? Just so much gold to paint, just can't handle it anymore. Yeah, there's a lot of gold in there when it comes to Chaos stuff. A lot of gold trim, which is not the funnest thing to paint, if I'm honest. Yeah, that is that. But yes, so says I can't take shame from a man who likes Primaris, the Stormcast of 40k. Well, they're not really the Stormcast 40k, are they? Because just thinking of a way to answer that with something that does make logical sense. Well, they are. They're better than Stormcast. That's all I'm going to say. Stormcast are just so boring. At least Primaris is. Stormcast had was it that type of dreadnought, the new dreadnought? Then they would be. Yeah, Stormcast are just. Oh, they all look the fucking same. And I know you could say that Primaris Space Marines, but they come in different colours. And I know Stormcast do, and I know I'm not winning this argument, but. Primaris are a lot better than standard Space Marines. I don't care how many people disagree with that statement. They are a lot better. They're a lot better proportioned, and they're awesome. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say about that. But yeah, fucking hell, it's taking ages. I've got to draw an other eye as well. I might just give this thing only one eye. It could be a cool thing. Could be a reason for that in the lore, maybe. Bloody hell! I'm not even halfway through this thing. Bloody hell. I might actually just get a fucking electric drill in a moment. Oh, this is taking ages. But yeah, I don't know how much battery I've got left on the phone and stuff. I might be going at some point. I'll just try and work out. Can I work out how much battery I've got? I don't think I can, purely on the fact that don't think I can work out how much battery I've got because the thing that holds this phone up is covering over where it says how much battery is. So it would be a wonderful surprise to see when this is magically going to cut out at any moment. But I will finish this in not too long to try and prevent that from happening, as I don't really want that to. Yeah, I don't really want this to cut out. Because on my live videos quite often end with it cutting out randomly, and it's not fun, but everyone's like, oh, is he gone? What's that? Something going wrong? And then I just have to put in the comments for this video, yeah, cut out. And obviously I have to put the comments in 5 minutes later when the phone charges again. And just say, yeah, it cut out. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. All that sort of thing. Just not really good, is it? Bloody hell, how far am I through on this? It's getting there. It's getting there. It's just taking a long bloody time. So you're working on that demon stuff at the moment, are you, sis? Or you just painting or thinking about how you're playing it or whatever? God, this is taking bloody ages. You're really impatient. Oh, bloody hell. This will work. The Emperor will protect me, and this will work in not too long. I feel like I need to sharpen this bloody drill. It's meant to be brand new, this one. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. It's working a lot better now. It's just stuck on something. Cool. Yeah, you are working them. Yeah, well, that's cool. Are you working on Imperial Night right now? We're working on Chaos Knight. I know the answer to that question already, but tell me what I want to hear, sis. Tell me what I want to hear. It's going to be Chaos Knight, isn't it? And even if you're not working on that Chaos Knight, you're going to put Chaos Knight here just to annoy me. Right now, oh, we're getting a breakthrough. You can see it. Is it breaking through? Yes, it is. Oh, Oh yes, can you see that? Can you see that bit of glory there? It's breaking through. Feels like it's fucking giving birth. How long this is taking? Yes, there we go. It's breaking through. Thank. Yeah, that's cool. Quite a clear thing. Yeah, that bit's messy, but that's not going to be seen, so that's fine. What the eye can't see, the hobbyist gets away with. That's fine there. And then now the other one. Bloody hell, getting cramp in my fucking hand. Right, okay. So on to the next eye. And just have to line this up again, make sure that goes well. Quite a fun kit to build though, the night. Very posable. I'm enjoying close doing magnets. Decided to freehand on the engine since it's Sinesh. I regret living. What symbols are you painting on it? What, just the Sinesh symbol? Because I've got a Sinesh army for my Age Sigma stuff, and I decided to do some Sinesh symbols. And yeah, I almost did regret living at the moment. As soon as I did, I was like, what have I done? Because my colour scheme is like white with purple, so I painted. Sorry about this, gotta stop shaking the camera. But so I decided to paint obviously the purple over the whites of the symbols, and then like, as soon as you do that, it's quite hard to fix if you screw it up. So yeah, I'm gonna stop shaking this though. I'm gonna have to find a way to do that. I think the table is generally quite loose, so tighten up the table, and then hopefully it will stop the camera from shaking in the future. So yeah, you freehanding Sinesh symbols, are you? Because that is a massive pain in the arse. Or just tattoos or something. Because I tried it now, my god, I regret it straight away. Because my Sinesh army is all like conversions, like so I made centaurs and stuff out of knights and stormcasts and everything else. But yeah, don't know how it turned out. But unfortunately, Slaves of Darkness, which is what it mainly is for the Sinesh. Oh, pardon me. For the Sinesh stuff, mainly Slaves of Darkness models, but unfortunately not very good in the game. So they don't see too much tabletop. And then I was building them all before the new Sinesh, not Codex Battletone came out, and it sort of said, yeah, you can take your models, but don't. And I was like, oh, great. And it got rid of 2 of the models I actually converted models for. They just got rid of them out of the game. So that was annoying. All that time effort spent on them, which was a shame really, but you know, it serves me right for trying to do conversions before the new book came out, and should have imagined there were going to be some changes and maybe get rid of some models, but I thought because Sinesh didn't have many models, they weren't going to get rid of any, but here I am. Wrong. So yeah, that's fine. That's just how it is. So we've got it's working on Demon Engines. Anyone else working on anything? Be good to know, because I think that's always quite interesting. There's so many armies and so many different things you can work on in the game. And I'm just thinking about, you know, so many armies. I'm just thinking about what Age Sigma, how many there are, 40k, how many there are, and then obviously you've got all the different things. I mean, like kill teams or Warcry coming out, skirmish, Lord of the Rings, everything, different things that aren't even Games Workshop. There's so much stuff out there in our what I like to think of a small industry. That really, you know, like it's even the market for industry now is it's crowded, isn't it? Which no, it's not a bad thing for consumer at all, but that's what's really cool. You know, like if you look at our hobby, like if you look at what the year 2019, if what you looked at 20 years ago, you think 2019, you think our hobby could be on the decline because there's, you know, computers came a long way, you know, less people play like video games and all that sort of thing, you know, like less people are interested in Warhammer and tabletop and all that. It's a good chance of that, you know, even just smartphones becoming more entertaining, you know, takes away that sort of stuff. However, the hobby's even got better in that time. There's more people doing it and everything is absolutely fantastic, which I think is really, really cool. And I really hope to see that grow in the future. And I think that's why I'm excited about going to the open day as well for Age Sigma. This Saturday coming, is because it'll be interesting to see what's coming next for Age Sigma and what they're working on and all of that. And I think my phone is freezing again, and if it has done that, which and you guys have only just noticed and the sound's only coming back, I do apologise. I think that is a sign that's saying that my phone is going to run out of battery very, 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 very soon. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap it up now, guys, as yeah, looks like it's going a bit still. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up now, guys. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching this, guys. If you watched for a bit and you dropped out and you're not watching now, but I'm going to thank you anyway. If you did enjoy this video, a bit of a video with like a bit random because I've built this and drilled a hole in one of its eyes and half a hole in its other eye. That's what I managed to achieve in this video. But it's testing out the downwards cam or the phone stand holder table. I think it's hand. I think that's the name of whatever it was called. I bought on Amazon, but I'm glad to see that it has, it's worked. Obviously, the things need to improve. I need to stop shaking the table for one. I did that on purpose there to prevent, that sort of shake cam, which I don't like at all. I need to prevent that. Also, now that I know how it works and how much of the space I can have in view of the camera and all that, it's a great help. And also, it's just going to be a new tool to use for videos for me doing unboxings and all this sort of stuff. So on that note, I look forward to doing the next one of these. It'll be a lot better organised. And like I say, there's going to be a new theme for the next one of these. It's going to be a new project I'm going to be working on, which I'll be using for these videos. That's pretty cool because do unboxings, all these sorts of things. Book reviews, might do reviews of the General's Handbook, better plans with that sort of thing. Now I've got this, it's absolutely awesome. Will be really great to see. You guys have any suggestions what you'd like to see with this camera? Please let me know that in the comments or anything. I'll message it now. It'd be absolutely awesome to see. And yeah, I'm just really glad you guys came in and watched this. And like I say, if you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. So that does really, really help. If you do want to support the channel a step further, like I've already mentioned, I've got a Patreon account and go on. It really helps towards things like saving up to get things like this, which is like this is the nice present I've bought for the channel, and I think that's what I've called this video. The present. And thanks to all the people who did that, which is Martin, Carl, Simon, and Max. Thank you very much for supporting the channel continuously, and all the other people who donate, but not obviously $1. Well, obviously more than $1, but those guys do really, really help as well. And if you would like to say, well, you would like to support, go check out the description for it will be in the comments, or immediately it'll be in the comments of one of the other videos. Go check out on that. And yeah, like I say, it's great towards battle tones, things like this, cameras, microphones, all these sort of things. Also for me to be able to justify the time I put into this. Really does help against all of that. But if you can't support the channel, I'm just really glad that you came watching this video anyway. But if you do give it a like, all that sort of thing massively does help. And then Sam saying, no problem, man. Take care. Hope to see you soon in the future. Yeah, hope to see you soon in the future, mate. Glad to see that you found the channel, this sort of stuff. Glad that you messaged earlier and all that sort of thing in the comments. Great to it's great to see that, and it's great to interact. And yeah, mate, anytime I do one of these, I'm going to try and do some more in the future. I've got a little bit of time off work the next day, so I'm going to try and do some videos to be a bit more interactive, and it's be really cool to see. So yeah, it's still cool and cool. It hasn't died yet. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. See if we can get 1 or 2 videos out in the next couple of days. We'll also to get that back up. Really good. But yeah, cheers for joining, man. Sis quickly saying, so painted it like. So this is referring to Smash stuff. Painting it each was like painted like a art piece works well with painting the trim afterwards in akin to testicular torture afterward. Yeah, I can imagine it would, mate. To be honest, I haven't really suffered that sort of torture. I'm quite lucky to not have, but I can imagine it would have. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Good luck with the torture there, and good luck with painting those tattoos, Sam. Anyway, so remember, guys, until next time, Nagash is all, and all is one in Nagash. Okay, and the awkward thing is now is that I've got to end the recording, and the button to be able to press end recording is covered up by what's holding this up, so this is going to look really unprofessional. So unclip that. Oh, God, this has gone bad. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. See you next time.